Exogenia's obligations, sir.
Oh, thanks again. Data will be very valuable once I get out of here.
It'll be tough.
You saved my...
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the Farewell, Commander. I wish...
I hope Exo didn't learn. Hopefully everyone leave us alone. Oh, thanks again. That data will be very valuable. Once I get out of here.
I never forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorians'
Let me see what you have in
Of
stock.
course.
It will take time for things to get back to normal.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in...
Commander, you look pale. Are you
The
suffering?
cipher shook me up.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join,
Do
my
it. Hurry. We don't have much...
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should...
Dr. Chakwas should take a
That
look.
will not be necessary.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through.
Setting up
Trevor.
the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogenia should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian like to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended
Perhaps
up
it's
as...
for the best then. At least
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were...
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
How's the Normandy performing? Is
She's the best ship in the fleet. If balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I'm top of my class in flight school. I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my... Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructor. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter. Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors... Hey, I worked my... They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, my mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew... Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
The Normandy is a prototype. Ship mobility dominates space combat. The primary objective is to align...
Anything you need, Commander? Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it.
That's a generous attitude. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. Sorry, Commander. There's
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the air... Sorry, Haldane is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics. A little after the discovery. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using Mass Effect. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept...
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah. We'd sit around and bull every night after... There was this girl named Rana. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But I think you'd have liked her. She was. Things never felt together. Training, you know.
There were other kids in this...
We didn't have much to do, though. It was
You know of any intentional exposures?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't. It was I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but...
Jump Zero is a long way from home.
The Grand Gateway... But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bag.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't...
I appreciate that, Commander. Besides, I've got my...
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
How well do you...
Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant, severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling... Goodbye, Commander.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on.
Aye, aye,